My name is Christopher Krimble. I'm a freshman here at Case Western Reserve University, and I intend to major in chemical engineering and computer science.
When do you prefer to study?
Usually prefer to study after class, so I usually finish around 2 o'clock, and I'll go back to my room and I'll study there for about 2 to 3 hours before dinner, and then I'll go to the library or Wade Commons afterwards around 9 o'clock and study for a few more hours if necessary.
Okay. Do you ever meet with friends to work on projects or study with them?
Yeah, all the time. I'll call them up, and if we have a certain class project due, I'll just meet them over at Wade Commons and study there for a few hours. If they're in my classes, I'll always meet up with them to talk about concepts in class and go over any homework help that they need or I need.
Okay. In your learning space, what do you need to be productive? For example, writing space, technology, quiet. What do you need?
I usually prefer it to be silent. I usually work best in smaller groups, or if it's just kind of like a one-on-one session with a tutor or friend. And I prefer just a large room, large table, because I have a lot of stuff spread out and trying to stay organized. And then technology-wise, I'll always have the computer, headphones, that way I can listen to music, or media vision, which is just hearing the teacher give his lecture. That way it's just private to me and keeps me focused.
Okay. If you could design the perfect space for learning to fit your needs, what would you have? You could have anything you want.
I'd probably go with a nice whiteboard. I usually work well when I'm able to write things out, and multiple colors works. I'm just kind of oriented in that fashion to keep everything organized. I like having computers and headphones, like I said, to listen to music, which is just kind of a nice way for me to kind of focus and zone in on what I'm doing. And then large table is nice to spread everything out.
Okay. What classrooms have you been in on Case's campus that you enjoy and learn well in?
I've been to the medical library and the law library, and those have a few little classroom areas that you can just reserve beforehand or just show up in if it's empty. And they've got whiteboards, just large conference tables, and I usually enjoy learning there. And then Wade Commons is kind of a nice open area if you wanted to talk, because it's a little bit louder, and that works well in the group setting.
Okay. And what classrooms or what rooms in which you have classes in are not good for learning, or you don't seem to learn well in, or it's hard to learn?
Strosac, I have a few classes in there, which is sometimes difficult depending on how busy it is. And also if I go into the upper balcony, I like it up there because it's quieter and there's less amount of people, but it's farther away from the board, so sometimes it's tougher to see what they're writing down. And it also has the blackboard, old-fashioned chalk, which I kind of prefer if it's an online thing, or if they do projector, they can zoom in, zoom out, and just write out whatever they need to instead of just taking the tedious time to spell everything out for you, which is sometimes legible.
Okay, thank you.
Sure thing.